Greetings, my little gabagools, and welcome to Just Jeff's Woke Horror episode. Bree, Cheyenne, and I talk all about Jordan Peele's special genre of horror, woke horror. We dive into Get Out, Us, and Nope.
Hello.
Hello.
See, doesn't it sound like riffraff?
Kind of, yeah.
Hello.
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 Okay.
Yeah, I was about Virginia's age when I watched that.
Wow.
Nice.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, my parents fucked me up.
That's on theme for Halloween, so I'll allow it.
Yes.
Okay.
So
You
this
might
is
wanna
going to be
stop
held.
it.
No, this is how it happens in the world of podcasting. You hear me from over here. You can let go of that.
I know. I was literally holding it so it didn't topple that again.
Daddy's freehanding it tonight.
Oh, Daddy.
That's me.
See, I was gonna do that last time and you told me no.
I know, but I changed the rules for
Speaking
myself
yourself. Yeah.
because I'm the
When
leader
you,
of the group.
When you tell Daddy to pass the salt and your man and your
And-
dad reach for it. Oh.
Ooh, your daddy and your daddy.
I've never called my dad daddy ever.
Daddy.
I know.
What's that song?
My daddy's always been
You
absent.
abandoned me.
Yeah.
Daddy. You sold drugs to me.
That's in Bob's Burgers. What?
Yeah, it's Fred Armisen. He's singing at a bar and it's terrible.
What you people can't see. Welcome to Just Jeff Podcast, by the way. This is Just Jeff Podcast. What you people can't see off the screen is we have Rouli over here as a silent producer and spectator. He's our audience today.
Yeah.
He's watching us. There's his clapping. He might pop in if he feels like it. So today we're talking about it's the Jordan Peele, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Jordan Peele. What do you call it? What do you call his genre?
I called it woke horror.
Woke horror.
Nice.
I think
I like
that's a good depiction. Woke
I agree.
horror. Yeah. So we're going to talk about his woke horror
Mhm.
trilogy so far.
So far.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we start from the beginning?
Well, I was gonna say we should start slightly before that and like how he even got started into
Oh, go. Yeah.
horror making. I don't know if you guys know this.
No, I mean you're gonna
No.
pick
No.
on this one.
Yeah. Because
A lot of
I know
people-
very little.
Really think of him as a Mad TV or Can Peele, guy.
Yeah.
And he loves horror movies.
Mhm.
He's a huge horror buff.
Knew that.
Nice.
And he was getting really sick of acting. He's just like, I don't have it in me anymore. I don't want to deal with other people. I just don't want to be told what to do. And
I
I don't
get
want
it.
to be seen as that funny guy.
Mhm.
So he decided to direct a movie. And a lot of people, there was not a lot released about this for Get Out. And most people thought it was going to be a funny movie. It was not.
I had no expectations of it being a funny movie at all when I went into it.
I know, but you're not an idiot.
I guess you see the guy from Key and Peele and you're like, oh, it's got to be silly.
Yeah, it's gotta be silly. It's the funny guy who does funny, silly stuff. And no, he's just a big horror buff. And it was his dream to make a horror movie.
Hey,
And
man, Get Out.
yeah,
There it
It's
is.
you guys shouldn't get out. You guys should stay, but you should get out and watch Get Out sometime
yeah, it's
after
um,
this.
it's literally like 6 years old at this point in time. You should watch
By
it.
the way, there's spoilers for all the Jordan Peele movies if you haven't watched them, especially for Nope specifically. The other ones have been out for so long that I don't care if I spoil them for you if you haven't watched them yet.
Mhm.
Yeah. But what's something really cool about Jordan Peele's movies is he wanted to actually have, people of color as the, hero in that sense.
Yeah.
Because generally, like a trope in horror movies is people of color die first.
They do,
Yeah,
man.
that
It's
is,
annoying.
It's literally people of color and then women. And
Yeah,
then,
the
Yeah.
the dumb bimbos, the
Mhm.
people of color. Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
yep, that's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
Cabin in the Woods really got that one right.
Well, I mean, that's
I-
they really put that on the nose about that. Like the
Yeah.
reason, quote unquote, why they do that. I could do a whole movie about Cabin in the Woods, or not a whole movie, a whole episode.
We need to. I think we should.
I
That
think we
was
should.
so good. Can you hear me?
Actually, oh wait, the microphone is flipped backwards.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
Yeah.
spun around because it's cheaply taped. There we go. There we go. I was trying to you just shove it right in your face.
That's okay. I don't mind.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
It
Thank
really
you.
does. So that's pretty much how he wanted to get started.
So he's just such a big fan of horror. He wanted to get away from being the funny guy, so he decided to start directing.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the best way to take control of your narrative, is to
Absolutely.
not
Create your own
have
thing.
not be pigeonholed into that spot by other people, and just make your own pigeonhole.
Yeah,
Is that, I guess,
sure. That's a new set. That's a new
Yeah.
saying.
dig your own pigeonhole.
Dig your own pigeonhole.
There we
Don't
go.
let other people put you into a hole, but you can let other people put things in your hole.
Yes. As long as you're consenting.
Yes.
And they're consenting.
And they're consenting.
Full consent on all sides for whole
Yes.
work.
That's how yes.
Our
So
audience is laughing.
so Get Out. That's the first one that came out.
Mhm.
We just watched that we watched them all of them.
Yes, we
Yeah,
have.
recently. Get Out. What do you?
And I watched Get Out last night.
So, by the way, we were getting play-by-play texts of Brie throughout the whole movie,
yeah.
and it is. I'm gonna have to read them back too. It's really good. Yeah,
you can.
but
yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of
Yeah.
Get Out?
I loved it. That was actually watching the other ones. I have to say that's my favorite.
Get Out.
Yeah,
It is.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my gosh. Well, just how he, hit on the nose about, it was kind of hard to watch at times, like when he's at the party
Oh,
and like
oh my
all the
God.
things these older, white individuals are saying, and like, what was that one, like black is in right now?
Yeah,
And,
Black is in fashion.
yeah, black is in fashion. And it's
Mm.
like, and then that woman like grabbing his body and like, ooh,
Is
like,
it true what they say?
yeah.
about
And I'm like,
black guys?
I know, right? Just putting them on display like that. And you got it just from the party. You're like, oh, okay, this is, you kind of get the feeling of what's going to happen. But it is a really good, like look into what I can only imagine being a person of color actually feels like at times.
well, it's also, from what I've read, it's like it was supposed to be like what it felt like to be like at slave auction back in like the early, like the slave times, where it's just like you're sitting there and the people coming up being like, are they strong enough to work the fields? How do their hands look? Can they work in the kitchen? Like, looking at what are they, how do they, like looking at you like you're an animal, like livestock.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's something it's like, as you watch this is something that I have never, ever, ever understood. And I'm thankful I have never understood this, is I don't understand, like, how did it even, in the sense of how did it even begin? Like, how did any one human being look at another human being, walking, breathing, living upright, just like that, literally coming from this, we are all from the same, all like share the same space. Like, how did anyone look at another human being and go, no, you're not the same. You're less than. No, we're going to treat you like livestock. Like you don't matter. Like,
you don't feel that way. So it's hard for you to imagine how someone could feel that way.
And I think though, too, I will say, why it's really, I know it's really hard to, but why it's also really important to be able to sit down with individuals who you don't understand the mindset of, like individuals who have thought this way.
Yeah.
And some who still do, unfortunately, and try to understand, like, why do you feel this way?
Because have a rational conversation.
Rational conversation.
Like, sit down and talk about it.
Yeah, like,
it's hard to have a rational conversation with someone who's thinking irrationally.
Sometimes, yeah, but you can, you can try to understand where they're coming from. It might not make sense, but you can try.
I know. I'm just saying, like, if it's deep-seated racism,
right? But it always starts somewhere. And like, when you can,
it's from home, they learn it.
Absolutely. It's definitely a learned trait, like that. You are not born racist. Like, no, that just, you have to learn that. And that's what I always wonder is, like, what happened in your existence that
to make you feel this way,
feeling this way, start thinking this way.
By the way, I want to precursor this episode by saying that we are, technically not African American. But I mean, Cheyenne is a person of color, and I'm not. You're white, right?
I am so
Okay.
white, dude. I got that ancestry done.
I mean, I mean, I'm not.
But your kids are people of
Oh
color.
yes,
Yeah.
I am. Yes, my
Okay, so
kids
are
yes, people of color.
obviously we have being
It's a
women.
safe space
Yeah, it's a
here.
safe space. I don't want to like presume to know anything that any people of color have experienced.
Absolutely.
But I'm trying. It's. I don't want it to be misconstrued in this episode as something being like, look at all these white people talking about black people stuff when they have no idea because they've never
Absolutely.
experienced it. And it's obviously we only know what we've been told and what we've learned, and
But we've experienced in our own lives.
we can try to learn. And when we go we're gonna talk, because Jordan Peele's movies talk about a lot of racial things, so
Absolutely.
it's a huge scene that comes up.
But I
So
think that's good.
no, it's not a bad
don't
thing. I just
shy away from
don't
having
want people
Mhm.
to look at that and be like three white people talking about black people problems, and just
Right.
like it well, you know what I mean.
Okay.
I'm trying to generalize here
Okay,
with
fair.
this comment. So I just want to say that, coming into this, it's all a safe space, and it's
Absolutely.
coming from the heart.
Absolutely.
I guess I should say. I don't know how to.
Always coming from
You know what
the
I
heart.
mean? You guys know what I'm trying to say.
Well, and I think it's a good way. Like I want to know. I want to know if I say something or do something.
Please call us.
Like,
Our line number.
if
Please
it's
call and tell us.
construed-
Like,
Yeah, like, hey, just so you know, the way this was handled, was not
this was
sensitive
misrepresented.
or misrepresented.
And,
It's like, I want to know. This is how I learn. This is how we all learn, is
Yeah.
willing to listen to the criticism and with an open heart and an open mind.
if anything in
So,
this episode,
please
let us
this
know.
is
And
just
we will correct and course correct and learn from that. So yeah, about
but
back
anyways.
back to Get Out. So they were
Yes.
the scene where he was on display was just, and then when they're like, we're going on a walk, and then she takes him on the walk so they could have that. And
Yes.
like, okay, let me just say, what always gets me every time I watch it is the scene where after he's on display and he's like, he goes to check on his cell phone and he walks upstairs, and as soon as he gets upstairs, the whole party freezes.
Yes.
And everybody and just like looks at him.
Yeah.
Like looks up the stairs, and it's just like just thinking about it right now gave me the shivers. It's so creepy. It's just so like, oh, and then his cell phone's unplugged. It's like, what the oh yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. And can I just say, going back to like when they go on the walk and he's being completely honest with Rose, right?
Mhm.
And he's going like, look, I've got to go. And this is how I knew, again, sorry, spoiler.
No, you can say what
yeah.
you want.
This is how I knew. I'm like, it kind of was like, oh, this bitch is in on it.
Mhm.
Because and I say bitch, and I
No, you don't need to apologize.
okay,
She's a
okay.
bitch.
Okay.
She's a
thank you.
bitch. Yeah.
She is a bitch.
Her
Thank
whole
you.
family's a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Is when she immediately turns around on her, like, you're gonna leave me, and I'm like, you're with your family, like, you're fine, like,
Yeah.
why are you
You're a
whining?
rich white family.
Yeah, you're good, dude, like, you're so that moment when she turned it like to guilt him, I'm like, baby, run, because it was just like, you knew. I'm like,
Yeah.
It is called Get Out.
I know,
Get
right?
out.
Get out, right? Which
When he says get out.
I know, which I have to say, I love with Jordan Peele, like how and maybe this is kind of cheesy for some, but I do love it when they incorporate the name, the title name into
and he
the
likes
script.
He says it a few times.
It's like
his friend says get out like 4 or 5 times. Like, yeah.
He
Oh,
says it for every movie. You know that, right?
And I just love Rod. I love Rod so much.
Yeah, he's
like he was such a great character, dude. Like that was so he was that great relief too of
Got
moments.
it so quickly.
Yeah.
And he's just like, white people, he's like kidnapping black people, he's making them into sex slaves.
Yes, motherfucking A.
And I'm just like,
That was so killer, dude. We get shit handled.
Yeah.
Consider it handled. I'm like, you go, Rod. I love you, Rod.
Oh,
I think he's completely right. So I don't know if there's some things you might not have picked up on,
Such as
like in the movie. So remember when they hit that deer and they get pulled over?
yes, the head that was in the room. Was that the same deer?
And no, but
No, sorry.
it's a simple thing. But the police officer is asking for his ID and she's
Yes.
like, why do you need that?
Oh yeah, I picked up on that.
and you think it's like, oh, she's trying to be like you. He's just because he's black, but it's because she doesn't want a paper trail.
Little bitch.
That he was there. And see, that's the whole thing, is you're led to believe. Sorry for taking over that.
You're fine.
Yeah, but led to believe. That's one of the few things I do know. Like, yeah, there's one, like, you're led to believe like, oh, she's an ally. She's trying to be like, what, you don't need to you just and then you're like, yeah,
such a bitch.
sketchy, because that would be a paper trail that he was there.
Girl, I hope you're really cool in real life because if you not, shoot.
Now, what else?
No,
Yeah.
the actress is very, very nice.
Lovely.
What else is there?
So her name is Allison Williams, and she is Brian Williams' daughter, the news
The
guy.
news guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's really cute. So
All right. Oh my gosh, you said Brian Williams. I thought Brian Adams.
Oh my God.
you're an Adams.
That'd be weird.
That would be weird. She's not Canadian.
What else was there about that? There's a
That's a good one. That was so good, by the way. I have to say though, with the cotton in the ears at the end, when he's in the room, like how he does that. See,
Yeah.
I thought that was interesting because normally when you stick things in your ears, it downplays, but it makes things more clear. Like if you're ever at a concert and you stick like earplugs in your ears, the
Yeah.
noise isn't as intense, but it actually makes things clearer.
It depends on the noise, I think,
It
because
tones out a lot of deep tones.
because wasn't it the sound of the teacup, which
Yeah,
the
her
teacup
clicking.
is such a high pitched noise that would totally drown out that noise.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
But at a concert, it's like
Yeah,
you
that's
still
true.
get that like
Mhm.
after
that deep.
the bass takes away, you still get that treble that's
true.
like that comes through from that makes it through that.
Hey,
Yes.
Kuro, stop licking
Okay.
that. I don't want you to get
That
a hot
makes
spot,
sense.
lady. Sorry.
That's okay. Cool.
And did you catch the black mold?
Yeah, the black mold down there. When he said it, anytime he said black, I was like, bro, like,
What
but
is it? Yeah.
but no, what was okay, that's because it was down there. That's where they kept everyone, and then they did the surgery. Oh, that
Yeah.
little shit.
Yeah.
That was good. That's a good
Yeah.
one.
I love when he's kicking the door and he's just like, it's like he keeps pulling the door and that shit bag kicks it and he's just like, I'm gonna do it one more. I just got it. Like he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Sunk it right in. Oh,
Little shit.
love. Oh man, I love.
I know.
It's just so. Yeah.
Well, there was people calling it out of being the cotton in the ears thing. They're like, oh, it's picking cotton.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of theories. What's really funny, there's a lot of theories out there that people are like, oh, it's this and that. And Jordan Peele's like, I didn't intend that, but I like that. He's just like, that sounds cool, but I have no intention of like.
Yeah. Cotton just happens to be the stuff.
What was he? No, it was one of the other movies. There was a theory, but
yeah.
Also, wasn't it the actress's idea to eat the Fruit Loops separate because she wanted to keep the whites and the colored separate from?
Oh, snap. Well, see, I was thinking, I'm like, you psycho bitch.
Yeah.
Cereal.
Yeah.
You're having a vibration. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, the people who eat it like that are like,
I know, like eating the dry Fruit Loops without the milk in the bowl.
When you see that, you're like, this is insane. But once you hear the theory behind it, you're like, oh,
and she came up with that one.
Yeah.
Nice. That was good. Ooh, you go, girl. That was talking.
Yeah.
That's dissecting the character. Well done.
Just like, you should do something weird with the cereal. He's like, you should be eating that. And she's like, okay, I'll keep them, the white and the colored, separate. And he's like, well, that's just gonna make you look insane because you're eating
dried Fruit Loops. And then she's like sitting there like, with her milk. I'm like, and her all white. Like, oh no, he wasn't all white at that point. But when she called Broad, I think she was in all white. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, and she was trying to lay a trap for him. I don't know if you guys were.
I was one. Okay,
by hitting on him.
Well, yeah, because she was like, remember, it's at the start when they're in the car. She's like, all of this is to get to you, and then later on, she does the exact same thing. So it seems like she has a history of going after the next person.
That's interesting
because he knows, that guy is missing, so it's easier to take out.
Okay, fair enough. Because I was going to be like, not to sound rude, but he doesn't have like any like physical, like all the guys that they were taking were like really tall, physically fit guys, and like not to be mean about him, but it's not like he was like a pique de la resistance when it came to like athletic bodies. But he is a witness. He would know. I understand.
Well, some of those guys, like you have to think the guy that Grandpa took wasn't that big.
That's
like,
true.
buff.
Yeah.
He was true. Getting faster.
He was physically fit though.
Yeah, but Rod would be able to, like, I know.
Oh, that's
true.
Yeah.
There's some kind of precaution and like physical.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that
but then sense. And they'd also have an in at the TSA.
Yeah.
Is that a Mjolnir over there? I love it. Sorry, I was like,
it's a cheap plastic one I got for $1.99 at the Goodwill.
Love it. Sorry,
but I think
distraction.
That movie is so unique because the main character Daniel Kuyaya, I think is his name, he got cast for that because every single time they did a take of like him crying, he would make the tears fall in the exact same places.
Whoa.
And Jordan's like, I don't know how the fuck he does that.
Wow.
But it made it so easy for continuity and things like that. So I thought that was a really cool.
Just such a good movie.
It is, yeah. I really and just yeah, I loved it. It was that fun, like thriller, just it really brings you in and brings you along. And then it's just when it starts unraveling, you're like, and then when he's just taking everybody out, and I'm just like, no mercy, dude, please.
Yeah.
And he does,
Go
like
for it.
when he starts stomping on, is it Gabe, that the brother, right?
Yeah.
Gabe's head. I was like, oh, that felt. I'm like, that felt good.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I wanted like
The mom.
no, I'm glad she got taken out, or she got her butt whooped. But with Rose, I'm like, she needs more. Like when she starts smiling when he's strangling her. Do you remember that? And then then he lets up, and I'm like, don't let up. And then I
to know her previous victim like is the one that took her out is pretty.
Technically, her grandpa.
Her grandpa's in there, so it's both her grandpa and her previous victim is like she's probably like, this isn't how it was supposed to happen, and I love when she's like, help. It's like, no.
Oh, and then it's that was a good one when I was just like, dude,
it's
if
like,
it's
here
those
we
cops,
go.
I know, I was so mad. I was like, son of a motherless goat. And then when Rod got out, I was like, yes.
Yeah, I thought that was the best.
He's the savior. He's the
he is.
He's the who's that? He's the who's that guy in Harry Potter? He's the Neville Longbottom of that.
Oh, Neville.
Well, I just think he's like a
what's up, Neville? Who'd have thunk, by the way, growing up?
Ooh.
Cute. Is he's legal, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Okay.
They all are.
Okay.
They all are. Yeah.
It's just so weird because you see them when they're so young, and then you're like, oh gosh, that was weird.
Love it.
I know. And then Neville with the shirt off, you're like,
yes, please.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Hello. Anyways, yeah. And then
sorry, anything else about Get Out?
It was filmed in Georgia.
It was filmed in Georgia.
Nice. All right, Georgia.
A lot of tax credits.
And then after Get Out,
house on an old plantation. Of course.
That's pretty on point.
Yeah, it was on point. I know. Oh yeah, when they're doing the silent auction.
Oh.
I'm sorry, your studio audience.
Yeah,
just
studio audience
sound effects in the background.
Everything down the set. So Us was after that.
In 2019.
2019.
Yes.
What do you think of Us?
It was good. I liked it.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Just it's always I mean, it's so sad, like just with the little girl, because what's happening at the beat, like I just her when they lose her, and then and then they find her again, and it's obviously not the same.
But you don't know that at that point, and you don't know what happened to her. Yeah.
So what's pretty cool about that movie is there's a Get Out reference.
Is there?
Yeah, in the opening sequence. So when she's going to the House of Mirrors, there's a sign carved into the wall. It says "Get Out."
I think I do. Now that you said that, I think that I do remember that.
So there's technically no House of Mirrors at the Santa Monica Boulevard pier where they filmed that at. But there is an actual underground tunnel system used for storage, and that's where they filmed it.
What?
Okay.
So they use that if there's a flood or something like that, or big waves or rain, so it can be stored down there, and it's weather sealed.
That's cool.
Nice.
So I thought that was a cool idea.
Yeah, that's neat.
That's very cool. Santa Monica. So that was the Santa Monica Pier.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know
where they did Lost Boys?
Thank you. That's what I was going to say. Santa Monica and Santa Cruz. Yeah.
And they reference that. And remember in the opening sequence, they're like, a movie's filming over by the roller coaster.
Oh, I didn't even catch that.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be Lost Boys.
Yeah. It's around the same time frame.
Oh,
the Corys.
Yeah.
That one I have not watched recently. That's not fresh in my brain.
I own that, so you can borrow.
No,
that.
I mean Us.
You know what? We should rewatch it.
That night you guys watched it. That was you
last week.
I crashed, and we were supposed to watch it together the next night. And I was like, and she's like, I'll watch it tonight. So I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it. Like, I'm okay.
Watched it.
I wasn't in the mood.
We should watch it. You know what? And I still need to watch Green Room.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we should
gosh.
do, or do you want to do a double feature? Like,
Oh,
we should do a,
Green Room.
I'll come over early.
That's a heavy
That
one.
one's
I
Yeah.
know. See, and that's what I'm saying is I need support.
Yeah, you gotta have someone there. You can't do it alone.
I can't.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
just you guys describing it, and I'm like,
It's brutal.
Well, literally, we were talking about that with Shay because he also likes horror movies,
Mhm.
and I was like, yeah, it's probably like the best one I've seen in a while. And he's
Which
like,
I don't consider it horror.
I know, but it's still in that realm.
Yeah, I think of it as more like a
give you
thriller.
freaking nightmares.
Yeah, nightmare thriller.
Yeah, but I'm still saying like it's still
Yeah, it's definitely horrific.
And he's like, yeah, that one was pretty gnarly. He's like, oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. What is it you noticed recently about us, about the little
Oh,
girl?
when I was watching it with you, not with a little girl.
Or with the main character.
So you remember when they come in and they're like, oh, it's us,
Uh-huh.
So as you're watching, you can tell that Tether do the exact same thing the people above do. But when the person who's talking, when she's like, we, did all that whole thing, she starts crying.
Mhm.
So the other one does.
Oh,
So I'm like,
they
what?
feel they're like connected.
Yeah, so they're always connected. You'll
Yeah.
see the same thing like happen there because the dad adjusted his glasses and the tethered guy adjusted.
But the original
nothing.
ones, the tethered do what the original ones do. So when they switched them when they were a kid, the tethered one when she was down there crying as a little girl, the one up top was crying because
Yeah.
she was crying as
Oh, wow.
and they didn't know they couldn't stop her because they couldn't stop the one that was down there doing because she was the tethered one. She would do everything that the original one would do.
Oh,
Which I never picked up on that either.
It's a good one. Oh my gosh, that was just the voice, just when they talk.
So that's actually like framed after one of the Kennedys, and like he has like a sporadic vocal problem.
Oh.
She mimicked that.
Oh.
And so
which
her
Kennedy.
voice is damaged from the strangling as a child, as well as having decades of not being able to talk with anyone because none of them know how to talk.
Yeah,
so
so
they
it's
just like
just
grunt.
your body, you just kind of lose that.
Yeah.
It's like a muscle. If you don't use it enough, then you kind of
That makes sense.
So that's the big thing.
isolation turns into just
Well, and it's not just that, but it's also your mental. I mean,
Yeah,
you just
you lose it.
You go
And
nuts.
the Hands Across America thing is the last pop culture thing that she remembered because it
Mhm.
was happening when she was a kid. And you remember that commercial they're showing about the Hands Across
Mhm.
America? And they said 6 million people will be tethered together.
Yes.
That's a
Oh my goodness.
so there's this, and I know this is, I think Jordan Peele debunked this, but there was a theory out there that those two are connected, and the tethered people are, in a sense, clones or just basically like vessels that the rich family. It was an experiment that they tried to make vessels so they could put their brains inside these bodies, and so that's who the tethered originally was, because the family from the first one that they were
the Armitages.
the Armitages. They had so much money. Armitages. They had so much money, and so they put a lot of money in all. And this was one of their experiments, was cloning certain people in order to have bodies to put their brains into, and then but for some reason like the brains weren't functioning the same way because they were not the same thing the way they made them.
No,
I don't know.
They said when they do the tethered, it was an experiment gone wrong, and they realized they can clone the body, but they can't clone the soul.
Mm-hmm.
And so because of that, they probably couldn't use them. So that's what that
they're
whole
aging at the
thing is.
exact same
That's what that
pace.
thing
Yeah.
is one of their failed experiments, and so they went on to just finding actual people out there and putting the part of the brain from the people in there, and that's rather than doing this whole cloning thing in order to. That was their first failed experiment. That's the theory, but I think Jordan Peele debunked that.
Yeah, he said no.
But I mean, that's a pretty cool theory if it was real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's grasping, but
where would you rank it on us so if Get Out is obviously all of our favorites, would you say Us is second or last?
I think Us and Nope are tied for me.
Okay.
Oh gosh. You know what? I love Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough.
She's amazing.
I think the two are tied for me too, because it's hard to pick between.
They're pretty
both
close.
They both have their thing. They're both so different.
They are,
and they both have a stellar cast.
They do, dude. They do.
I just think like
the women. I really appreciate the women. Yeah, Lupita, and then Kiki. What's her name? From.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need
Kiki Palmer.
Yes, I love her.
They do some like he casts really great actors.
He does. I appreciate that. I really appreciate like he knows how to what he's looking for.
Yeah.
And these people that are taking the roles and just nailing them. Like, and I love that, like the actor, I love hearing that. Like when they get ideas of like what their, character, it's like, well, I just want, they kind of give them carte blanche.
Yeah.
And they just nail it. They're like, yes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's going to be closer to like the Wes Anderson or like Tarantino universes where he keeps using the same people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then I know, like, I already know.
Kevin Smith. I love you, Kevin.
Yeah.
If Jordan Peele's making a movie,
Snoochies.
like, granted, I'm going to see whatever.
Whatever it is.
I
agree. Well, when you know that they do a good job, like hands down, you have such faith in it. You're like, okay, I just need to see it. Like whatever, however, it doesn't even matter what kind of film it is.
She refused to watch the trailer because she's like, I know I'm going to watch it for a Nope. She's like, I'm going to watch it. I know I'm gonna, I don't want to know anything about it. Cause I know I'm going to for sure 100% watch it and I'm going to love it. So there's no point.
We did the same thing. I did the same thing with Wes Anderson's new movie, French Dispatch.
Yeah.
And then
when there's certain movies that she just like certain
Last Night in Soho.
Yeah, there's a few.
Oh gosh, I want to see that. We were talking about that. Yeah,
And
that one that's on my list.
Where it was on my thing where I'm like, I don't care what he's making. I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
I don't need to watch a trailer.
Mhm.
And just like, I'm gonna go watch a trailer.
I'm a trailer junkie.
He is.
I have an issue where I will go onto tangents and watch 30, 40, 50, 70, 100 trailers in a row.
Oh, that's
if I could.
Well, I get it because it
I don't
gets
watch
you
that
up.
many,
Of course not.
My issue is he's like, okay, let's watch a movie. And I'm like, okay. So in my head and in my brain, I'm like, we are watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, well, I want to watch a trailer first.
Well, then something comes up and I'm like, what does this look like something we want to watch?
He just keeps going and going and going. And I'm like, by the time you fucking find
what happens is we're going to find a movie on somewhere and it doesn't have a trailer for it sometimes. And so I'm like, let me go to YouTube to find a trailer so we can see what this movie's about. And so we go to YouTube to find out what the movie's about. And then it goes like shows other trailers connected to it. I'm like, well, what's that about real quick?
And he's like, well, I'm just going to do this one. And then
there's always just one more.
And I take the remote away. And last time this happened, it was him, Buddy, and Shay. And all three of them were like, "Fuck yeah, more trailers."
We love to watch those compilations where it's like the next, like all the trailers coming out for the next 6 months. It's like 20 trailers.
Like Katya, Caitlin, and I were like, "No more fucking trailers."
I love it.
Like someone steal the remote from these fuckers.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, I think with us, you can see with the tethered. That's what's going on with the tying of the two people.
The connection.
Well, you jumped way far back into the conversation.
Yeah, I was
going to move on to Nope.
No, I was going to talk about one more thing.
Oh.
So you can see in the her shirt, it slowly gets more and more red throughout the movie because she's tethered. That's a foreshadowing thing. Like she's wearing a white shirt and it slowly gets covered in blood.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Slowly getting red.
Yes.
The one that's above. Okay.
Okay.
And so you see them with like the hand, the glove thing.
Yeah.
And in the red jumpsuit.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be mimicking the last thing that she saw was Michael Jackson's Thriller. Because remember, that's the shirt she ended up getting.
Oh.
And he's literally in that red outfit with the one glove.
Wow.
So did she, since she's not the tethered and she's the original, have enough of the, I guess, brain capacity to lead the tethered on that? Like,
well, you have to think she was like 8. So her mental capacity is that's why she remembers that Hands Across America.
I understand, but why? What did we ever find out? What triggered them to come out and start doing this?
They were just sick of it. I think, since she realized she was different and she was sick of being trapped. She knew what the other world was.
Yeah. So like I said, she was basically like, hey, I'm going to lead them out to rampage in a sense.
Yeah.
Go find your doppelgangers, everybody, and kill them.
Yeah. And the guy holding the sign with the 11:11 was the first one. And I was reading the actual Bible verse. It's really fucked up. I don't remember what it is.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to read your text for Get Out. Before we move on to Nope. No, that's okay. So let's see.
He fell asleep and I didn't get to read half of these.
So you said watching Get Out, that bitch Rose better not be in on it. And then I talked about how she looked like Jaylene's daughter, Lily, which she does.
Yeah, totally.
If you're listening to this, Jaylene, your daughter Lily looks like Rose from Get Out.
Very beautiful.
And then you said,
Williams, that's a compliment.
and then you said, I fucking love Rod. Rod just confirmed they knew the dude from the party. I swear, if Rose is in on this, I'm gonna be so pissed. And then in all caps, fucking bitch. And then I knew she finished the movie because she said, I am TS motherfucking A. Yes, that was dope. Twice.
Did you let your kids watch it with you?
No,
Okay, fair enough.
no, I was by myself. I was, in the room. Well, Lady Katza was watching with my
Okay,
cat.
good. Yeah.
Fair
He
enough.
kept me company.
Good.
She
Fair
always
enough.
does. Yeah, it was so funny.
Yeah.
Okay. And
I know that.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Funny. And so lastly, of the trilogy the trilogy.
He's just been
Yes.
rolling joints the entire time over there.
Rolling.
Our audience is rolling joints.
Yep.
I'm busy.
And then we got
busy.
Nope, which we
Yes.
just watched, just came out. Nope.
We have
Nope
to watch it.
spoilers ahead if you haven't already figured it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
So
I need to explain to my boss what Nope was.
God, I just say, I don't know if I said it while we were watching because I know I was pretty stoned, but just watching it from the beginning, seeing the way that thing moved, I was like, that's
snap.
not a ship. That's got to be living.
Yep.
It moves like a fish, like a shark,
Yep.
like some kind of predator, like a barracuda. Like it was
Yep.
like, yeah, it moved like a living thing, and
Looks like a jellyfish.
Yeah,
I
ugh.
think by the end.
God, that was
Yeah.
such a. Ooh,
When they were, oh gosh, I'm sorry, the stomach scene. I know you love it. The stomach scene when they're being sucked up and you can.
oh, inside it's
And here's-
like insides.
Yes, they're the insides. But here's the thing. This is why is like because it's showing the dude's wife. His character. I don't know how to say it. His name. It's Jupe. Jupe. Okay.
Jupe.
Okay. So Jupe. When the wife's getting sucked up, and they really like focus in on her experience.
He's great.
And for me, I just thought of the kids, like, because I feel like as
Nope.
because her as a mother, when she's going through it and
Yeah.
you can see her all of a sudden like cry out,
Mhm.
that to me, I wonder, I'm like, it's because she knows what going on to her is going on to her kids right now.
Oh my God. And the crying, you can hear the people crying inside inside that thing from the clouds. It's just the screams. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I love
Yeah.
that.
I'm
So
surprised I didn't have nightmares that night, to be quite honest.
It's okay. You had alcohol.
like the
it's
blood
okay.
rain. Oh my God.
Oh wow. It was good. I mean,
Well, 'cause, like,
it was good. It was just like
By the way, that chimpanzee scene.
Oh, snap.
Okay, so let me say, I was telling her about this.
Mm.
There's this. This is the brutality of chimpanzees that people don't realize. I don't know if I talked to who I
you
talked about this.
And you were really, really high.
So I was watching this video on Instagram from this lady who is a chimp handler at a zoo.
Uh-huh.
And she was just starting out doing this, and it was when she first started. Her job was to go to the edge of the chimp cages, and she would pull the bowl out through like the little slat. She'd pull the bowl out
Mhm.
for the food, and
Mhm.
fill it with fruit and put it back in there. And so she was going through easy peasy, and then she got to one cage, and she saw the bowl was all the way to the back of the cage, and she looked, and she's like, "Well, I can reach that." And she was gonna put her hand in there, and then her supervisor said, just like immediately yelled for her to stop. And she's like, "Do not put your hand in that cage at all. Like he's in there waiting." And she goes, "What do you mean?" And she looks around and looks up, and he's above on a perch waiting for her, like ready to jump on her arm. And he purposely moved the bowl out of the way so she could. The supervisor's like, "He will rip your arm off you." And she's like, "I could have lost my arm that day if the supervisor didn't tell me to stop. Like he would have totally like grabbed my arm and ripped it off because they will rip off your fucking arm."
Do you remember back in like 2009, 2010? And this is when I still lived in California. I was pregnant with Benjamin, I think. There was a woman who went to her friend's house who had a chimpanzee as a family pet,
Oh my
which you
God.
don't do. Ripped her face off, dude.
Yeah.
Ripped her, like literally she survived, but
Like bit her face off.
I mean, I don't even know if it was, I mean, done, face gone.
Oh my God.
You and the woman who had the chimp as a pet was like, obviously upset it happened, but was still saying it's still like I love this chimpanzee.
This is my baby.
It's
Yeah.
just like these are animals. They are not pets. Like
Poor Chimp,
stop.
and poor Chimp
Stop.
for being put in that situation.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
It's like
another heartbreaking thing.
it's
Like
horrible.
yeah,
It's like the same thing. It's like I do not let my kids. Would I let them near a chimp? Hell's no.
that's why that chimpanzee
hell
scene in that movie
no.
is so like it really
Mhm.
oh man. Fun fact about that scene.
I'm just gonna say one thing real quick.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with predators.
No.
That's
No.
all you gotta
No,
do.
no.
Don't fuck with
chimpanzees are
predators.
they're way too smart. They're way too smart.
Any predator.
They're
Just
way
don't
too
fuck
smart.
with
Just don't.
any predators.
So that studio that they shot that fake TV show in,
Uh-huh.
So Jordan Peele, before the movie came out, God, what's the Asian comedian's name who is in Mad TV? Bobby Lee.
He always says
So
like, yeah.
so him and Bobby Lee, they're really close. They're in Mad TV together. So he's like, hey, Bobby Lee, I want you to come out to the premiere of Nope. Like it'd be really fun. He goes, okay. He's like, and there's a little fun little wink and a tidbit in there for you. He goes, okay, I didn't know what that meant. So he watched the movie and afterwards, like, what was the thing? He goes, well, the studio that we've shot the that thing in, that was the Mad Studios. Like that's where we shot Mad TV. Like, and it's funny because it's like a big fuck you to them because apparently there was
There was the monkey scene.
Negotiation thing when like there's a whole thing with Mad TV and Jordan Peele, and so that's why he left Mad TV. And him and Bobby Lee both
And
left and
Key,
Key and for like
Keegan Michael Key.
there's this whole ordeal like in this whole like thing where Mad TV, I don't know the specifics of it, so I'm not going to get into it, but they left, and so it was him coming back to the studio being like, hey, fuck you guys, I'm making my movie in the studio. Like,
well, they also made the reference to Saturday Night Live instead of Mad TV.
Instead of Mad TV, yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I get it. He's pissed about
Yeah.
Nice.
that whole
They're like,
thing.
you get no recognition.
Yeah.
I do love
Nice.
the Chris Kattan joke in there.
Oh, God,
Oh,
yeah.
I know. How much he talked about how much he loved it. He's so good.
God,
Like,
he got really like
Okay.
he was remembering the actual chimp at that point.
Yeah.
That's what was happening. That's why he was so like
Yeah.
Can I just say, going back to talking about not messing with chimps? So do you guys remember I told you how oh my gosh, I know this is why when you know better, you do better, by the way.
Oh God.
Because when I was a kid, right, I was probably, I don't even know how old I was. I must have been like 12 or something. I was with my brothers and my mom. We were at like the fair or something. And again, this is in like Orange County. There's a picture of us smiling, holding a chimpanzee in our hands, like it's wearing a diaper, so it's there to, and I'm like,
that's like some like Joe Exotic type shit, you know?
and I'm just obviously like going, oh my gosh, we could have.
And the baby chimp is probably actually like doped up, like sedated to a certain extent where it's like awake, but not like.
I just looking back, it's like it's so sad. Like I'm really thankful that like Jim and I, like when it comes as parents, like we were both in agreement. It's like our
those
kids don't get near chimpanzees.
Kind of bullshit,
no zoos. I mean, and I feel because it's so funny because
I like zoos.
The zoo, depending on like the Oregon Zoo, does do a lot for animal rehabilitation, like with the elephants, with the polar bears, with stuff like that.
That's where it's always like hard for me because it's like even with the zoo, it's like
it depends on the zoo. Right. There are some where it's just like where it's god awful.
Taking them to like fucking what's that? SeaWorld.
Oh, never. 7 hells no. SeaWorld, you I cannot believe you still exist. I have to shut my mouth whenever someone talks about going there. It's like I don't
bite your tongue, or you're gonna bite their head off.
Literally go the F off. Like, are you kidding me?
I've literally told people like they're like, I'm gonna go to SeaWorld.
But
you're a monster.
And because people have asked, like, oh, can we take the kids? I'm like, no SeaWorld, no zoo. Like, obviously, depending on which zoo, like, but like down in, I'm like, nope.
Most of the California zoos are all there for profit.
When it comes to like elephant rides, I'm like, hells no. Hells no. And again, I'm thankful, Jimmy, as a parent, like we were always on the same page. Like, no, they like being at the fair. There's like the elephant. And there's this line going around the bill. I'm like, I'm looking at these people. Like, are you nuts?
See, that's why at the Portland Zoo they do an elephant greeting. But what they do is the elephants are in their cage. They have these giant steel bars that they can kind of like fit their trunks through, and you feed them apples. You feed them apples, and they grab the apples from your hand with their trunk. Nice. And see, that is and they can pet their trunk, but it's like they can get nowhere near you. You're not riding them, and the people are there talking about the elephants right next to you, being like, hey, this is Coco and this,
And where do the animals come from? Like, are they injured and they
like
get brought in?
all their elephants are either were from poachers or like they were injured or from their game reserves or something like that. And
They got a new baby one. It's because the male and the female had a baby.
Mhm.
So
Which makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. And so they will sometimes like try to get
one of them,
mating.
didn't they have like a child that like lost its parent, like and they
Yeah.
brought it in and like they basically joined their like herd.
Adopted.
And then they got two
Adopted.
red pandas and they got a male and a female. And then the female got pregnant and then they had to ship off the male somewhere else because the females get really protective and they'll actually murder the males.
Oh,
We're getting off on a weird zoo tangent.
Sorry.
sorry.
Okay, so nope.
Nope.
Nope. Otherwise known as not of planet Earth.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what nope stands for. And
I just prefer it as like the
when he finally says nope,
Yeah.
nope, nope, and he's just nope, oh, nope,
Sorry.
you're fine.
like just the way he says it is so like
Nope,
no,
nope,
no,
nope.
matter of fact, like no,
Like, nope the
I
fuck out.
ain't about that shit.
No, seriously. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have no problem that he punched a little kid in the face and was just
Yeah.
like, nope. Done. I would do
love
the same
it,
thing
love it.
Yeah.
in a heartbeat.
Well, if the kid was, we're talking about the kid in the mask.
Yeah.
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 They're on
there
the
to scare.
property.
Yeah.
They're trying to scare me. I'll punch
And
you.
you don't know. It's not like you know.
I thought those were aliens. I thought those were the aliens. Yeah,
Come out creepy and you're like,
because it's just like you think it's a shadow, and then it like stands.
Mhm,
like
mhm.
what? No.
Yeah,
what is happening? Get out of there! It's not. Run. Love it, love
That's
it.
really good.
yeah.
I just
Love it.
think like the whole theme of that movie was like you're not supposed to like if you're taming a wild animal for like amusement,
The horses.
anything.
I know I'm the horses, which the chimpanzees,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all these things that
Yeah.
what's his face was trying to tame the alien, the creature for his little show.
Yeah.
And when you do that, like you're just testing fate until it breaks.
It's not up to you. Like these are,
They're living creatures.
they're living creatures. They make their own choices. Like you
Mhm.
cannot control what they do. Like it's so stupid to me that people think they can. Like
Yeah.
they will snap. Everything has a breaking point, period. Like I don't care,
Mhm.
Okay, so this is a weird thing that's sort of like that. Someone was talking about like exotic fish in a tank, and they're like, it's so cool having like a bunch of exotic fish. I'm like, personally, unless they're like an endangered species and you're in an aquarium trying to like rehabilitate them, it's weird for a collector to go out and grab that. It'd be like someone coming down like to Earth and just taking you from your family and just like keeping you up as a pet. And it's like
Mhm.
I'm like, would you think that's weird if an alien did that? They're like, well, yeah. I'm like, then that's exactly what you're doing to them.
right?
Human
What?
Zoo and Steven Universe.
Human Zoo, exactly. It's
Yeah.
just like you people don't grasp the fact that like what if there was like a 30-foot tall another species that would just pick us up and use us as pets or use us as livestock,
Toilet
like
paper.
it's something like that.
Yeah.
And until it's because we're the top of the food chain that we don't think about the
We're
fact
not
that
at the top of
I know we're not, but we're like the most advanced in a
Yeah.
sense, the
Very
most
good.
advanced species out there. So we are technically at the top of the food chain, even though we're not strong enough to defend ourselves on our own hand to hand with a lion.
Or
We
a
have
bear.
guns that could kill a lion or a bear. So in a sense, we are at the top of the food chain,
Yeah,
and
you
we
gotta
shouldn't
think,
be.
like those
But
things,
it's
no.
because of that we don't
Hell no.
have the, I guess we don't gate. I don't know. We're trying to, we don't have any perspective and
Dude,
stuff like
I
that.
don't fuck with those things. I saw a
I
bear once sleeping on my car in Big Bear, California,
Oh, jeez.
and I was like,
It's
nope.
like those people who go to like Yosemite and they go like try and get like near the buffalo on the road and they get like right up to take a picture and then they get mad when they charge at them. It's like, bro.
Yeah.
You're in their home.
Or when people are like shark attacks, I'm like, it's not a shark attack. You're in its house. It's a shark defending its home. Like
Yeah.
trying to eat. Like don't be mad at the
They
shark.
think you're a seal.
Don't be mad at the shark when you go
Yeah.
into its home and it's like,
Yeah.
ooh, what's that? Like
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah,
that was
I know.
weird. Yeah.
Nope.
Me too.
My level of fear has
Nope.
kept me alive.
Nope.
Nope.
Rouli,
Nope.
from the audience, what's your favorite of the three?
He hasn't seen one of
I
them.
haven't seen some of them, so I think my view would be biased.
So his favorite is Get Out because that's the only one he's really seen, and he thinks
That
he's
he
seen Nope.
remembers.
He thinks he's seen Nope. He remembers some parts, but not other parts.
He remembers the trailer.
Maybe the trailer, maybe not. I don't.
Did you
Maybe.
see Us?
I don't remember seeing This Is Us.
It's not This Is Us.
Us.
That's like a romantic comedy TV show
This
for
Is
white
Us.
ladies.
It's just us,
It's just called Us.
Maybe I don't remember.
U.S.
I remember half the things I see.
That's all right.
Some years of drug
It's-
abuse. My bad.
Decades. Decades. It's like I'm in the same boat.
Yep.
What else about these?
Oh, so the Best Buy fry guy,
Yes, yes.
he was
Yeah.
supposed to die.
Really?
Yeah, but he actually
I'm glad he
like
didn't.
talked to Jordan Peele and was like, he's like, the comedy doesn't die in your movie.
That's
He's
true.
like,
He is the silly.
He is.
It's like that's
Especially when he comes in, he's like, fuck, fuck, fuck. And he comes in the house crying. He's like, nah, like,
it's like we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like, no. I thought that was great. And you realize that that horse he was riding out on was Lucky, right?
mhm.
So Lucky is actually Lucky. Because remember in the beginning, they're like, this is Lucky. And she's like, is he actually Lucky?
Yeah. And that's the
But-
horse that he has. Yeah.
Yep.
I loved his whole just his whole vibe the whole time at the beginning, or not at the beginning, just the whole movie. Like just kind
It's
of
like,
just
Don't take no
in my
bullshit. Yeah.
property.
Like, I'm not here to fuck around. Like, just get the fuck out of here.
This is
Yeah.
what I have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just he was
He-
funny.
I will
Yeah.
say-
He killed it because he, like, in a way, he was a completely different character than he was in Get Out. Like,
I'm gonna say this. I've seen him in a lot of things,
Mhm.
and he's never the same. Like, it
yeah,
was
he's
in
got such good
Skins,
range.
Mhm.
and he was this ding dong, like
Oh,
saggy
yeah.
pants wearing, being like,
Well, I was actually talking about the fries guy, but
Oh,
sorry.
I thought
Yeah.
you're talking about.
the
Oh, I
fries
mean,
guy is
oh.
just Jeff who works at like a retail store.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I would
why love him so
totally,
much.
be like, let's look for some aliens, guys.
But, and I love it because he was just like he had, he's like, okay, I know I wasn't supposed to watch, but I just want you. I've been watching
There's a
this. The
man
crowd has not moved, and you're like, yeah,
oh my
like,
god, yeah.
remember that was him. Like,
Oh yeah,
like-
they didn't notice that. That's
Oh,
right.
I noticed that.
so
Did anyone else notice that?
No,
no, but
Because you're literally like they have that shot like 15 different times. So I was like, that cloud is.
I'm gonna have to
ugly.
rewatch it again, and we're gonna rewatch it and look at him with that
nice.
correct, like crotchety ass joint in his mouth.
I'm surprised he has.
Did you roll that yourself?
It
Rob?
looks like a Harry Potter wand.
His name is Rouli.
So
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
Roll. Well, that was a weak roll.
you look
No, I'm
like
kidding.
like Smoker from One Piece right now with your cigarettes, with your like he has the cigars. Oh,
happy hour in the middle.
I've got a
oh
total
my
like
gosh.
fear and loathing. Like,
Yeah, allowed to be on the air. All this information.
No, I don't think so.
But we'll bleep it out.
Will we?
Yeah, we will.
I'll cut out the part that you. Now I have to edit this.
You-
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, well, you-
I was just gonna do is cut out the front of the end and call it good.
No,
I like to keep it raw. You know what I'm saying?
raw,
Keep
baby.
it real.
Keep it raw.
People want to hear the mishaps and the kerfuffles and the farts.
but
And
I
the
did
nose
see it, like,
scratches and
really, I know you didn't like it, but I really liked the sucking up
stomach.
thing.
Yeah.
Because normally when you see these kinds of things, you just see like the aftermath, or
Mhm.
they're like, oh, you hear like some
You see like the
screams or
blood
something.
rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see stuff like that. But I thought like that's a good idea.
No, it was good.
Because
I mean,
you're also not knowing what you're looking at first too until
Yeah.
until it actually comes down and
Until,
takes
like,
the amusement park thing, and
Yeah.
that's when you actually realize what you're looking at.
yeah.
Yeah.
I always, it's hard I always jump to like relating. That's just where my brain goes as mom. Like that's just, and hearing the cries, I'm like,
sound like
I didn't even think about the fact that there was the kids in there.
yeah. Oh
You sound
yeah.
like Pam.
They all get sucked up.
Yeah. And they're not even her kids, like even the children that were just at the amusement park too.
All
Yeah.
of them. They all got sucked up.
Yeah.
All those little beings.
Yeah, you
Good.
sound like Pam.
Good.
Have
Who
you
does?
seen that in Office when at first she was watching horror movies, she's just like, yeah, those people deserve to die, and then she's like, oh, that was someone's kid. Like, oh,
That was some child's mother.
Hey, I still love horror and but it is. I flip. It's like it's weird. It's hard.
I
not
don't think
to-
that they kill enough kids in movies, so I'm I'm all for like a kid dying.
for me, I'm just
Depending
like,
on
I
the
don't
death.
really care. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like what was that movie Cooties,
Oh, I love
where it
didn't
was
see
like
that.
it's Elijah Wood and it's got Randy Wilson and it's basically like there's something that goes wrong with the
Chicken
chicken
nuggets.
nuggets that they send to schools, and so there's an infection that only
affects
kids that haven't hit puberty yet.
Shut up.
So it's like their school, like this elementary school, there's just a bunch of little like kids, and they call it cutie or cooties. And so it's like the kids have cooties, but like the kids are like, one of the moms is there to pick up her child, and like the kids all, she's like, oh hey, I'm on my Bluetooth, and she's like, whatever, I'm talking on my phone, because there's this outbreak isn't like everywhere yet. It's slowly breaking out because all the chicken nuggets have made it to the schools. And so the kid jumps in the car and starts eating her and mauling her. Yeah.
No, the baby. She starts mauling the baby because there's a baby in the backseat.
Yeah,
and so the baby starts crying at first, and it's just like, hey, take care of it.
And then all the kids like pile in the car.
Like blood everywhere, and then like
it's pretty not. It's cool. It's fun.
That's rough.
I love it because they kill a bunch of
Yeah,
kids.
you don't see a lot of zombie kids around, so it's pretty fun to watch it. And these kids do a stellar job.
Do they?
Yeah.
There's one kid, what was his name, like America or something like that?
I don't know. Yeah.
Like some like twat motherfucker. And like he's a complete fucking asshole. And like all you're thinking, like, let's fucking kill this kid. Like I'm so waiting until this kid dies.
Yeah.
He does. He
does. Does he get killed? Okay.
Spoiler.
It's okay, it's a zombie movie.
Okay.
Zombies are gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
This episode of
But
Just
it's
Jeff
like
is brought to you by zombies,
Yes. Not chicken nuggets.
not zombie chicken nuggets. It's also brought to you by Buddy's Steaks. In Portland.
Yeah.
They won't give you cooties.
No.
They'll give you
Cuties.
cuties. Not the fun time.
CUTIES.
No. But maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe.
But he has snacks in his pockets, probably. I know he'll yell at you if you come and visit him. Sometimes it's a very polite yell. Most of the time, it's just go birds.
Go birds. What else you got? Do we have anything else about the movies you guys want to talk about? They're great.
They need to be watched. Like they need to be pushed more. I mean, I love, we always like hear about all the classic, Jason and Freddy and Michael, but
a new genre that
needs to be like represented more. There needs to be more representation for sure.
If that's not an actual like coined term out there, I think you've just coined it, and I love it. Woke horror.
Woke horror. Yeah. It's definitely, it's a good one, and it's up there. It's a rival for
that
sure.
Might be the name of the episode.
Woke horror.
Woke horror.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cheyenne.
Yeah, well, you have to do it. If you're saying the title, like you have to call it that.
Oh my god, now I have to. Woke horror.
Yeah, but definitely they're definitely worth checking out. They're good. You won't be sorry.
We own 2 of them in the Haracha video rental store. We own them all, but only one of them is digital. But 2 of them are physical. So
when the physical one comes out for Nope, I'm buying it.
Yeah. So if you ever want to borrow them, you get your rental card for the Haracha video rental store. And
did I tell you that I got a projector for outside, so we can even do like a fun outdoor projection of movies?
See, we were gonna buy one of those, and I
could bring it over here either too, like my house or yours.
Great.
Well, it comes with. It's dope. It actually, it's dope. Nope is dope. Anyways, it came with a little like sheet to use as a screen, and the hook's already still up at the house. But anyways,
we have like an actual projector screen.
I could just bring the projector, and we could totally do a fun projection. That would be fun.
Yeah, we have that. And then I was gonna buy an inflatable projector screen, so you can use outside. Because we were gonna buy one, but we just never.
I've seen people. What they do is what they'll do is they'll put that in water and they'll project from the shore, and then they'll like anchor the projected screen down, and they'll sit in like inner tubes in like on a lake or something like that, and watch it on a lake, watch movies.
They used to do that at my like community pool, and so they would do like an inflatable screen in the water, and you would just sit there and watch a movie. You got really like. Pruny.
Probably cold as shit.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on.
Did I tell you that
it was
Benjamin,
Arizona?
His good friend at his birthday party, they sat in the pool and watched Jaws.
Oh,
isn't that cool?
That's a good one.
I love that.
We didn't talk about Jaws. We don't. I mean, what is that considered? Is that considered
90s?
Is Jaws 90s?
No,
not the first one.
I'm pretty
70s, 80s.
When did the first Jaws come out?
In the United States of America, Jaws came out on June
1975.
20th, 1975.
So not.
You were way off.
Yeah,
Oh,
whatever.
okay, but the sequel,
Like a clown's eyes are lifeless.
I swear there were sequels in
Like
the
a clown's
80s.
eyes.
Yeah.
I know you hate that.
He does this all the time.
The shark's eyes and the dog's eyes.
But it sounds, he doesn't do it like the
We're gonna
Jaws
need a bigger
movie.
boat.
He does it like fucking Charlie.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
And it's so funny. It's
Jaws.
stupid.
So I got nothing else about other than watch Jordan Peele stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Give him money.
Give him your
Give
money.
him your money
Buy his stuff. Don't pirate it. Buy his stuff. Support him fully.
so that he makes more.
Yeah.
Because we love Jordan Peele and we want to see more of his work.
He is appealing.
Hey,
He is.
I just want more like people of color horror movies.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There needs to be more representation, like hands down. Like, and
Yeah.
I'm tired of just
Mhm.
seeing the one person of color in the film. And like you said, they always the one to get killed off first. It's like, come on, dude.
They're and
Like,
I hate to
really-
use this term, but they're the token black character in
They
the
totally
in the,
are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even in like, and it's so funny because you see that in like the new Friday the 13th, even like, and that was 2010,
2012, something like that.
2009.
Something like that.
And it's like the one black dude. And you're like, really, bro?
Do you like in Scary Movie when it's from the Wayne brothers and both of them live?
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the Wayne.
Like, I'm not saying that's a good scary movie at all, but I'm just
Oh.
saying like they really played up that joke.
Well, and it's true. It's like people need to realize it.
Yeah.
Be like, that's why we need more
Well,
freaking
white people
good-
don't realize it because they're not the one. They're
Yeah.
the character they're connecting with
They're
isn't the
always-
first one. to
They're
die.
always represented.
Yeah. They don't.
Right.
They're even by they're represented mostly by the killer.
I know, right?
So there's always
Yeah, I'm not really thinking of any like
Candyman would be the only
but
one.
that was the new one.
But he no, and the old
And the
one
too, yeah.
he isn't really. He's like that because people made him that
Yeah.
way.
Mm,
He's not like.
I've not seen Candyman.
See, he's
That's
not
on
not
the list.
originally like evil in a sense. He's
Yeah.
evil because it's kind of like I don't know how to
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's one of, but but also at the same time he is like part of like black horror culture too. So they're like he's a big black
Mhm.
horror figure, which is love Candyman.
I need to see
I
that.
haven't seen the new one, but I've seen the old one. It's so
I'm
good.
just really happy that almost all of Jordan Peele's movies, pretty much all the white people die. What?
Yeah,
It's
except for the comedic relief in Nope.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
he's white.
the whole
though.
family.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
I think he's Hispanic.
I was gonna
Oh,
say.
okay.
I'm pretty sure he's. I would be shocked if he's
Then
white.
even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's Hispanic.
Even better.
Maybe Italian a little bit.
Maybe.
Maybe some Italian up in there.
We'll have to look at that up.
Never wrong to have some Italian up in there.
It's just sad the director died and Nope.
Oh yeah,
He wanted that impossible shot.
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I liked him.
I get it.
He's a cutie.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
I don't really have anything.
Mm-mm.
You guys got anything to promote?
Well, Buddy, of course.
Yeah, always go
Buddy.
to Buddy.
Buddy,
Buddies.
the vegan night market in Portland on October 30th.
Oh God, yeah.
It's a Sunday. If you guys can go there, a lot of people are going to be there. It's really great. Give them your money.
I'll be there.
Nice. I'll
Yes,
be
if-
along with the kids. So
Yeah, if you want to come, it's going to be really great.
nice.
And if you can find Mike Bennett's art, buy that.
Yeah, Mike Bennett. We just went to his. What was it called? Wonderwood
Springs.
Springs. We went to his thing today. It was really cool. If you can head out there before the end of the month, it's really neat. It's over in St. John's in Portland.
Mhm.
If you're local to the area.
Yeah, and if you want to support a person of color who has an art business, our friend Katya
Katya.
Yes.
has her painting.
Oh my God,
For
she's
sale.
so good.
Brilliant
Stickers.
artist. Yes.
See, I'm torn because I want to give her money directly and not have the art studio get money by making purchases,
Mhm.
but I know by making purchases through the art studio
keep
that
her-
shows that she has that
Following.
that people want to get her stuff,
Yeah.
and so that gives her the traction she needs. So it's like a double-edged
It's
sword.
like it's marketing though. It's
Yeah.
it's
The difference is if they charge a reasonable markup, that would be okay.
mhm.
Yeah, but
But
they're
for
over.
a gallery, they're charging a 50% markup, which I think is just way too high. Normally in a
See,
gallery,
that's why
it's like
that's why in this instance we're paying.
40%.
See that in this instance we're
I
paying
get
for
yeah,
But if like you're obviously if you're not local, like and you want to buy it and you're somewhere, does she ship? I wonder
She
if she's
does ship.
shipping. Yeah, so she'll ship these paintings. Go check them out. You
She
can,
also has prints.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah.
very influenced by Hispanic culture.
she
Yeah.
is Hispanic.
She is.
She's a brilliant artist and a beautiful person.
Yep.
Beautiful human being.
Wonderful soul.
Yeah, she watched
Lovely soul.
Nope with us.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
that was fun. Her and Buddy.
Yep.
See? Yes. I will say, as always, please be kind.
Yeah,
Be kind to one another.
kindness costs nothing.
Yeah, it does not cost you anything.
Call my number 417-986-6467 if you have any thing you want to mention about this episode that you had any issues with or you want to talk about or questions.
Of Jordan Peele's
Or what your thoughts are on the Jordan Peele movies, please call 417-986-6467. I barely get any calls. We got one voicemail. Do you want to listen to it?
Yes.
I'll listen to it again.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Should I just play it from my phone?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So
Later in your pocket.
I always have my lighter in my pocket. I'm a proper stoner. Okay. This will be fine.
It's a refillable lighter.
Okay.
That's a lighter?
Voicemails. Oh my god.
Dang.
Oh my gosh.
That is intense. Oh,
scary.
hello.
Sorry.
Hello.
Let's see if we can hear this. If not, I'm gonna insert the audio in there anyways after. Okay. Speaker.
Hi. So, I was. Oh, geez. Maybe I got the wrong number. I'm calling about the lasagna giveaway, right?
A boat.
Lasagna giveaway. I'm just looking for lasagna. I missed hot dog sign up last time and was kind of distraught about that. So hopefully you can help me out. Give me a call back. My name is Justin. I work with you in Vancouver, innovator of the Vancouver maneuver. I think you know. Yeah, call me back. Thanks. Bye.
That's Justin Burton.
Oh,
Remember Justin at Trader Joe's?
the mate, Justin?
Yeah, mate Justin.
Hey, Justin.
He missed the lasagna giveaway, and so he left a voicemail for my buddy's Philly cheesesteak giveaway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, apparently I had a lasagna giveaway that he missed.
Are we
So
giving away lasagna now?
I guess I was, and he missed it, and so he's tried to enter to win Philly cheesesteaks rather. And he's also the creator of the Vancouver maneuver, which I didn't know until today, which I need
What
to
is
see.
that? I don't even know what that is.
It's got to be a dance move,
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a
a sexual thing.
Oh no, not that fun. No, I don't know. I thought it was like a nonprofit or
That's too proper and nice. This is just a ding dong thing. He called about lasagna and hot
Ding.
dogs. Ding dong.
You said ding
Ding
dong.
dong. Ding dong. It's a ding dong thing. I don't know what else.
Here's a tip. If you want to make super simple lasagna, but you don't have a lot, but you
Oh,
have
yeah.
frozen ravioli.
We call it
or-
really lazy lasagna.
Yeah. So sauce,
Sauce first.
then a pile of raviolis laid
Uh-huh.
flat,
Yeah, one layer.
then some cheese,
Yeah.
and then more sauce,
Yeah.
another layer of cheese,
Mhm.
and then the rest of your raviolis.
Ah,
And those
Then you just
create
kind of layer. You
layers.
just do instead of the lasagna noodles, you do ravioli because the ravioli's got the filling, so you get the fillings from the
well,
raviolis.
there you go.
And it cooks in a lot less time, and you could do individual portions, like so you could do different
Oh.
like raviolis. Like we made our own since I don't have.
No, we didn't make our own.
We
we-
made our own individual ones since I
Oh,
I
yeah.
because I use the vegan Borson from work,
I used it in mine. It was good.
but I can't use regular cheese, and she can, so I didn't want to deprive
Oh,
her
that's
of
right.
I just put a little bit of
Parmesan.
Parmesan.
That vegan portion is good.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
So good.
Call if this is a safe space. Remember we talked
Yeah,
about that last
definitely
time.
call.
Like
Just
always, just
Don't even
feel free to reach out.
call if
anytime.
you want a dangerous place for me to yell at you. I'll call. But if you want me to not yell at you, please call me. But I will also yell at you if you
Yeah.
call
I'll
me and
yell
ask
at
me
you.
to.
Yeah. You need a little motivation for something.
I just want you guys to call me. No one ever calls me on my number, and it makes me sad.
Aw, call Jeff, dude.
Call me, guys. Even if it's just to fart in the phone. Like
Just call Jeff.
I get excited.
Ew. Come on.
This has been just Jeff. Or as he used to call me in high school, Tony Lasagna, a hot dog burrito boy.
Oh no, hot dog.
Thank you, Boo Hot Dogs. Thank you for listening to the episode. Go watch all Jordan Peele's stuff because it is worth a watch,
Yes.
and we love him. Bye.